If your life is a complete unmanageable shit show, then let's talk. I've got some advice for you. More than advice, I hope I can support you because I've been there, I've done that. I went from a lot of chaos to really organized life. First of all, let's talk about how we find ourselves in these super chaotic, unmanageable situations. They can come from two things, external or internal. And if you are anything like me, you grew up with a very chaotic external situation. If you grew up with addiction, alcoholism, immature parents, narcissism, then you grew up in nearly unmanageable external scenarios. And so you probably got some good skills on how to survive during that. But what happens is we end up recreating those chaotic situations over and over and over again because our standards for order are very, very low. When you grew up in super chaos and you think you've gotten so much better, maybe you're here, but you want to go from here to here. You want to have a super nice life. Now, in my situation, I had alcoholic, super young, super immature parents. My parents were not narcissists, but they were really young. They were both 18 when they had me. And I did not get any kind of skills on how to deal with life. I didn't have support. And more than anything, I didn't have that internal sense of strong self that I could use in all situations, nor did I have the skills. So you either have external chaos or you have internal chaos. I had both. What got me thinking about this video today is I am in a very difficult few days. I am moving. I'm living in an apartment with boxes. I have more to do than I can handle. And after all this time working on personal skills, teaching things as a life coach, I don't do very well with not feeling in control of my environment. And I thought, but you know what? Isn't that how we all feel right now? With everything going on in America, politically, economically, with so much uncertainty with jobs, politics, civil unrest, this is an extremely stressful situation externally. And so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to tell you how to get that internal core, feeling more stable, and get more sure, and kind of how to learn how to ignore all that. Now, I get it. Let's start with where you are today. I'll start with where I was this morning. I woke up, just closed on my house yesterday, which is a huge, amazing blessing in my life and will provide stability. It is chaos that I have chosen, which is easier than all this chaos that's external. But I thought, how can I focus enough today to get these videos out when my mind is just full of all these things? I'll tell you something else. In my family, we have a lot of people with ADHD. ADHD, by its very disposition or makeup, makes you scattered mentally. It's hard to focus. It's hard to think linearly. And then there's a lot of people I know with these high emotional sensitivities, like borderline tendencies, being very sensitive, can't regulate emotions. That also makes it hard to focus because when we get emotionally escalated, then we lose our focus. That was me inside and out when I was younger. So what do you do if your whole life is like a shit show and you want to be able to focus today? The first thing I'm going to recommend is you have to get your mind off of all the external stuff for a minute. If you don't have a lot of skills like meditation and mindfulness, or just habits that are calming, or like me, when I had a lot of children, there just wasn't the time, you're going to have a baseline that's probably higher stress than if you had a more calm life. So I'm going to give you the really quick things to do today. First of all, get yourself out of the problems, out of the chaos for a minute. Empty your mind. Now you can numb out, you can disassociate Trust me, I do plenty of that with Netflix or whatever. But there's also ways you can do it that's more healthy and empties your mind. Number one, take a bath, take a walk. Mindfully focus on an activity. Do something to get your mind off of it. And then you need to just like organize your immediate area. Just organize your immediate area. I cleaned off my couch. Trust me, my whole house is a mess. I cleaned off my couch. I did dishes. And yesterday I couldn't even do that. I had one thing after another. But those kind of simple, small things can help you calm down. Sense, like light a candle, have soft music. Those things can really help us calm down. And then the other thing is just get started. What our minds want to do, especially if we sense danger, is we just want to figure it out. We want to organize it. We're on hyper alert. If we are raised in chaotic environments or we've been married into them, we're always on guard for this next horrible thing to happen. And so we want to just kind of trick our bodies into saying it's safe and just focus over here with blinders on the thing we're supposed to do. Hope that helps. The next video, we're going to talk more about specific skills to build a longer range plan, a better life, no matter what's going on externally. Okay, see you for the next one. I hope you're doing okay. Bye.